Good morning to all. Most respected HOD Sadil sir, respected Bhupati sir, other faculty members, and my dear students, good morning to all. I am proud to have had such an opportunity because I was in front of my teachers at the college when I studied. Thank you, Sadil sir and Bhupati sir. A warm welcome to all. I am Abdul Latif, Assistant Professor, Noble Women's College, Mancheri. Today, we are presenting cloud computing. If you have if you have any questions during the presentation time, please type them in the query box in your Zoom control panel. Please, all the participants, please mute audio and video for the smooth running of this session. That's better for uh, both of us, me and other participants. Let us start our webinar. Okay, everything is okay. I think everything is okay, sir. Bhupati sir, everything is
Okay,
okay.
okay. Okay.
Okay, let me start our webinar. First of all, in this webinar, we discuss the following topics. First, introduction. What is cloud computing? What is why cloud computing? Benefits of cloud computing, advantages and disadvantages, cloud computer architecture, type of cloud computing, and top cloud providers. Okay, we move to the first topic, introduction. Let me check the term, what is cloud? The term cloud refers to a network or internet. In other words, we can say that cloud is something which is present at a remote location. All servers in a particular location in an organization, they have their own server and their own place. But in cloud computing, the remote server is in remote places. Another thing, cloud can provide services over the public and private networks, just like WAN, LAN, and VPN. Okay, cloud applications such as email, web conferencing, CRM, that means customer relationship management, and something. That's the introduction of our session. Next, why cloud computing? First of thing, low initial investment IT in IT infrastructure, because it means the IT infrastructure like data storage, server, database, networking, and software are managed and maintained by the cloud providers. The the business organization, not bothered about the infrastructure, just like storage, server maintenance, and other things are not bothered. Because of that, the organization can focus their own business, only concentrate their own business, no other things on the IT infrastructure. Another thing is computing resources can be scaled up down dynamically based on the requirements. That means we can add one page, update some pages, and all so many things about the web pages are done by the providers, not bother about the organization. That is the another thing of the cloud computing. then enterprises can focus on their business. They already discussed on the first topic. I know, because that means the IT infrastructure, storage, server, database, all thing is managed and maintained by the cloud providers. Cloud providers um, just like Microsoft Azure, then Azure, then VMware. Just like I already discussed already explained the last session, the most top providers. Okay, they will handle and manage the IT infrastructure. Okay, because of that, the organization cannot bother the structure of the IT infrastructure. That's the main. Another thing is the cloud computers uses pay per usage system. That means the customer can pay only for what they are used. What they are used, only they can pay the amount. Other thing is not. Another thing is cloud computers can access their resource from device and any device and anywhere. Just like we can access our website in mobile phone, tab, laptop, and etc. And anywhere means from home and or office, or even a journey and car, bus, anything, any place and any device can access. That is the most benefit of the cloud computing. Another thing is more environment friendly, because as resource are shared amongst the customers, this is a more environment friendly approach. More environment friendly approach. Just my laptop is. Hello, sir. Hello. What happened, sir? 16 people entered in waiting for the. Okay. Okay. 15 people entered, or 16 people entered waiting room, and seen that, sir. Okay. I'll continue the other topic first. Hmm. Sir. Hello, sir.
Tell me, Latif.
Can continue, sir.
Latif, you admit. So many students are waiting, I think.
I want to admit, sir.
Suppose anyone, suppose, okay. Suppose anyone to enter, you will admit, okay?
I admit all.
At the same, you will continue, no problem. You will continue at the same time. You will do the admit rights.
Okay, 14, 16, and 17, 18, 19, and these students are. Okay, okay, sir. Okay, I will check. I will check the printing.
Suppose the students will come in, so you will go.
Okay, okay. I will check.
You will go admit. That's all.
Okay, okay. I will check, sir. I will check that. So, okay. Now all students are admitted, sir. Now all students are admitted.
Okay, you'll continue. Continue. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, sorry for some of the students were admitting the. Sorry for the disturbance. Now we are to. I am already discussed the why cloud computing. Why computing? Now, next Next, we are going to next. What is cloud computing? First thing, cloud computer refers. Hello. Hello. All
Yes, sir.
other participants, please mute their voice. Disturbance and noise is there.
Okay, okay. I'll inform.
Okay. No problem. Then continue.
Students, please
Now,
mute video. Please mute your audio. Students, please cooperate. Please mute audio.
sir. Okay, sir.
Praveen, please. Okay, audio mute பண்ணிக்கமா. Please mute audio.
Yes. Okay. Now, what is cloud computing? Already, what are
Praveen, please mute. Okay, continue.
okay. I already discussed the cloud computing. What are the benefits or why we are selecting cloud computing? Now we are going to the small definition. What is cloud computing? Whereas students, please note, I am preparing the presentation just like a paragraph type. Okay, I am considering as a student, you can write this note for you. Okay, just what is a cloud computing? Cloud computing refers to maintaining, configuring, and accessing the hardware and software resources remotely. That means cloud computers offers the online data storage, infrastructure, and application to the internet. Through the internet, we can store our data and maintain our websites, all things to the internet. It can include tools and application like data storage. Already discussed the data storage, server, database, networking, and software. Most one of the important topic is that the database backup and restore is the most of the issues in the server side and maintenance. These things are done by the cloud providers. Okay, that the benefits and the other things. Okay, cloud computers refers to maintaining, configuring, and accessing the hardware and software resources remotely. Okay, then next slide is an image. You can easily understand what is cloud computing. Here, the pictures to pay for the users. We already discussed what much of resources we are to store. We are only pay for that much of amount. Another thing, it is a it is delivering for computer services, server, database, networking, software, etc. through the internet, and the transaction by the medium or the communication medium or bridge client and providers. The bridge is internet. Through the internet, we can accessing sharing the providers details and another things. Okay. Okay, next, benefit of cloud computing. Benefits of a cloud computing. First of thing is speed. Vast amount of resources can be provisioned in the minutes. Lot of works and lot of updations and lot of transactions are done by the uh, our site. In a local server, the speed based on the processor and other things. In servers, in cloud computing, server side is system. The server is a high configured. Because of that, the speed is high and vast amount of resources can be updated and in a minutes. Okay. Another thing is cost. We have already discussed that cloud computers to reduce the expense by buying hardware and software. We cannot buy the. I am a client of a client. We cannot. Other thing, I am an organization. I cannot by the hardware and software things, because they will assign and maintained by the providers. This is a cost benefit. Another thing is scalability, easy to scale up your cloud capacity. Another benefits is accessibility. Accessibility means easy to access data anywhere and any device. We can access any device using any device, just like a lab, mobile phone, anything, and anywhere. Anywhere means home, office, car, etc. Other thing, better security. This is the major thing of the cloud computing. We all the security with the cloud, you can store the centralized location. It's a centralized location. Another thing is the security is that the server side is managed by the another network. If I have a web server, they have only a single system, single server. But in cloud computing, the our data is stored one or two server. That is server side networking. If one server is losing the data, they will pick up or restore the other server side data. The server better. That means the server better security. I think the security issue. Okay. Okay, next slide in other benefits of our cloud computing. One can access, already discussed the topics. Another thing is no software requirements. Okay, software and hardware all maintained by the providers, and cost benefits. Then online deployment and development tools are available. Online deployment and development tools are available at the provider side. Because of that, we bother about the software and other resources. These are the resources available for the network. Then high efficiency, reliability, and flexibility is the benefits of the cloud computing. Okay. Next advantages and disadvantages of a cloud computing. Advantages and disadvantages of a cloud computing. First, backup and restore data. Once the data is stored in the cloud, it is easy to get back up and restore the database. Once the data is stored in the cloud, it is easy to get back up and restore the data. Another thing is, second point is improve collaboration. Cloud application improve collaboration by allowing group of people noise is there. Okay, quickly and easily share information to the cloud. Other thing is excellent accessibility. Cloud allow us to quickly and easily store information anywhere, anything in the whole world. Just an internet connection. That's it. We can access anywhere. Just an internet connection. Another advantages is low maintenance cost. Low maintenance cost means cloud computing resources both hardware and software maintenance cost. That is more benefit of the organization. Hardware, upgrading the storage, upgrading the RAM, upgrade the board, and other things are maintained by the provider. That is the most low maintenance cost for the organization. Another thing is pay per use service model. Pay per use will only pay the charges as per the usage of the service. Okay, we already discussed these things. Another thing is unlimited storage capacity. We can cloud offers huge amount of store capacity for storing our information, that such as documents, images, audio, video, etc. we know that we have an Google Drive. What are the documents are stored in the Google Drive? We are storing Word file, Excel file, audio, video, images, so many things and so many data we are going to store in the cloud. Okay, then that is the unlimited storage capacity. Other thing is data security. Data security is the one of the biggest advantages of the cloud computing. We cannot lose any data. We can restore and backup all data. That's the major advantages of the cloud computing. Okay, another thing is all things are advantages and disadvantages. Now the cloud computing also some disadvantages. Okay, now we have to move to discuss the disadvantages of the cloud computing. What are the things? Internet connectivity, then vendor locking, limited control, and security. These are the disadvantages of the cloud computing. Okay, I explain this. First thing is internet connectivity. If we can access our data only the present of inactive internet connection. If you have no internet connection, you cannot access these data. So we have no any other way to access data from the cloud. That is the thing. Only the internet connection you can access our data. That is the disadvantages of the cloud computing. Another thing is vendor locking. That means vendor lock-in is the biggest disadvantages. That is, organization may face problem when transferring the services from one vendor to another. That means the one provider to another provider. That cannot possible. That is the vendor lock-in. Another thing is limited control. As we know that cloud infrastructure is completely owned, managed and monitored by the service provider. So the cloud users have less control over the function and execution of services within a cloud infrastructure. Okay, another thing is security. That security means while we sending data, that means the sensitive data, that means organization sensitive information to the third party, that is the data or information. Organization sensitive data, that means that is username, password, credit card or debit card numbers. Another sensitive data sending there may be a chance of information hacked by the hacker. That is the security issue. While sending the data on the cloud, there may be a chance of information hacked by hackers. That is the security.
Yeah, Dinesh.
Security issue. Next, we will discuss about architecture of the computer. Some students are waiting. Okay. Next, we will discuss about the architecture of the cloud computer. This is the architecture of the cloud computer. In a cloud computer, mainly two parts. First is front end and back end. Front end means client infrastructure and back end is provider. Internet is the bridge between front end and back end. Hello, some of the participants are not muted their audios.
Dina, please mute audio. Please don't disturb students. Please don't disturb. Please mute audio.
Okay, sir. Okay. It's okay, sir. Okay. Entering time problem, sir. Students, that's all. Okay, let us continue. Architecture of the cloud computing. Client infrastructure and client infrastructure is also known as the front end, and provider is also known as the back end. This is the main two parts. Okay, next I am explain the components of a cloud computing architecture. First thing is client infrastructure. Client infrastructure is nothing but it is a GUI, just like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox. This is the graphical user interface GUI components of the client infrastructure. That's all. Another thing, another part is internet. We already know it is a bridge between the client infrastructure and the provider. That's all. Another thing is application. Another topic is application. The application may be any software or platform that a client wants to access. The application may be any software or platform that a client want to access. Okay, our software, our website, another thing. Okay, another thing is services. A cloud service manage that which type of services you access according to the client requirements. Cloud computing offers three type of services. First thing is software as a service, SaaS, platform as a service, PaaS, and infrastructure as a service, IaaS. The three things are discussed the last topic. This will explain the later. Okay, the different types of architecture I explain later. Okay, the services, main three services, SaaS and PaaS and IaaS. Some of the students were waiting. Just a minute. Okay. Another thing is, another topic is runtime cloud. Another is runtime cloud. Runtime cloud provide the execution and runtime environment to the virtual machine. This is the virtual runtime environment of the cloud computing. Other thing is storage. Storage is one of the most important component of the cloud computing. It provides a huge amount of storage capacity in the cloud to store and manage data. A huge storage capacity. Another thing is infrastructure. Cloud infrastructure includes hardware and software components such as storage, networking devices, virtualization softwares, and other storage resources. That's the infrastructure. Another thing is management. Management is used to manage components. Management means managing the all components, applications, server, services, runtime, cloud, storage, infrastructure, all things as managed. Another thing is the security. It implements a security mechanism in the backend for data security and other other security. Okay, these are the things, these are the components of a components of a cloud computing architecture. Okay, main thing is front end and back end. Front end is the client infrastructure, back end is the provider. Okay, provider, the bridge between the client infrastructure and the provider is the internet. Okay, understand. Okay, next type of the cloud computing. Type of the cloud computing. Okay. Type of cloud computing. Mainly, cloud computing is mainly two categories. One is deployment model, another is service model. These are the main two types of cloud computing, deployment model and service model. Deployment model again categorized in three types: public cloud, hybrid cloud, and private cloud. These are the three things: public cloud, hybrid cloud, and private cloud. Service model is service model IaaS, PaaS, and infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Okay. Next, I am explain deployment model. Simply, I am explain deployment model through an example. Consider I am traveling in a different vehicle. I am traveling in a different vehicle, just like bus, on car, and a taxi. Okay, I am using bus for traveling. What are the things? In a bus, anyone can use this medium. Anyone can. So many passengers is there. Another thing is cost is less. If I need more time or long place, pay more money. Low cost. If I am traveling a long place, we have to pay more money. Okay, it means that means control. The bus is controlling and maintaining our others. I am not controlling the bus, controlling the other department or another thing, driver and other persons is there, controlled by the others. This is the public cloud. What are there? The bus anyone can use this, and low cost. If long place we are to traveling, we have to pay more money. Controlling and managing others. This is a public cloud, low cost and managed by the cloud providers. Another thing is I am using my private car, owned car for traveling. Here I will be alone in the car. Cost is high and myself have to control and maintain the vehicle. I will be the control. Uh, Sorry, hello. I am using my private car for traveling. Here I will be alone in the car. Cost is high and myself have to control and maintain the vehicle. I will be the control and maintain. This is the private cloud. Here high cost and managed by own or others. Others means some of the organization are assigned some of the person, some organization to manage their server. That is the others. What are the things in private clouding? Private clouds, high cost and managed by own. All hardware and software, all things are managed and maintained by the organization. That's a private cloud. If I am traveling using taxi car for traveling, here I will be alone in the car, just like bus. I am alone in the car. Cost is less. Cost is less, and controlling and maintaining are others. This is the hybrid cloud. That means the combination of the public and private cloud. Combination of the private and public cloud is hybrid cloud. Okay, and the thing is, next I will discuss the public cloud in details. Okay, public cloud. It is open to all to store and access information. It is open to all to store and access information via the internet using the paper use mode. Another thing is, these are operated by third-party company. Third-party company providers are handled hardware, software, and general infrastructure handled by the providers. Client can access service to the accounts that can be accessed by just about anyone. Example, AWS, Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, IBM's Cloud, and IBM's Blue Cloud and SoundCloud. What are the advantages of the public cloud? It is owned and low cost, maintained by the cloud service providers. It is easier to integrate, better flexibility approach to the customer. It is a location independent because its service is delivered to the internet. Services are provided to the internet. These are the advantages of the cloud, public cloud. Okay. Next, I am explaining private cloud. Private cloud. Private cloud is also known as internal cloud or corporate cloud. It's also known as internal cloud or corporate cloud. It is used by an organization to build and manage their own data center. Some of the time we are assigning a third party to maintain their organization or their organization IT infrastructure. It can be deployed using open source tools, just like OpenStack are available. OpenStack and the open source tools are used for deploying the infrastructure. Based on the location and management of private cloud is again categorized into two parts. One, on-premises private cloud, outsource private cloud. Outsource means they are assigned other third party to manage their server. That is, or others, we have to already discuss that. Examples, AWS, Amazon Web Service, and VMware. Okay. Advantages are it will provide a high level security and privilege. It offers better performance with improved speed and space accessibility. The organization had full control over the cloud because it can manage by the organization. It is only suitable for the organization. Okay, data security is the first priority. Organization can their data can secure. Okay. Next, hybrid cloud. What is hybrid cloud? Hybrid, already discussed that hybrid cloud is the combination of the public cloud and private clouds. Okay, it is suitable for organizations that require more security than the public cloud. The security more than public cloud. It helps for the deliver new product and service. It helps you to deliver new products and service more quickly. Okay, it offers the flexible resources. It is a flexible resources because of the public cloud and secure resources because of the private cloud. Okay, examples: Google application suite, just Gmail, Google app, and Google Drive are the examples of a Google application. And another thing is Amazon Web Services. Okay, another thing is service model. What's the service model? On premises, we will manage all things: application, application data, running time. Excuse me. On premises, application, data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, server, storage, network, all things are managed by us or managed by the organization. In service model, cloud have three parts: IaaS and PaaS and SaaS. IaaS means infrastructure as a service. Here, application, data, runtime, middleware, OS only managed by you. Other things, virtualization, service, storage, network, managed by the vendor. Vendor means AWS, Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, VMware, etc. So many other providers. Another thing is platform as a service. Here, application data will managed by you, others are managed by the vendor. Third type is software as a service. Here, all things, application, data, OS, service, storage, network, all things are managed by the vendor. Okay, when I am explaining detailed, IaaS, infrastructure as a service, is also known as hardware as a service. Here, providers handle the computer, storage, networking, and load balance. These things are managed by the provider. Because of that, IaaS is also known as hardware as a service, HAS. It is the computer infrastructure managed through the internet. Okay, the organization can only manage the other things. The computer and the storage network all managed by the providers. Okay. Advantages: shared infrastructure, web access to the resources, pay as per use model, focus on the core business. They can focus to the business, not for the infrastructure. Disadvantages is security, because this is a so many persons is there, or so many clients is there, security problems, data sharing, and security problems, and maintenance and updating, interoperability issues. These are the disadvantages of the IaaS. Another topic is PaaS, platform as a service. PaaS provides a runtime environment. Service provided by the PaaS is programming language. Just look at the picture. Programming languages, applicationware, database, and other tools are managed by the PaaS. Okay, this is useful for the programmers to easy to create, test, run, and deploy the web applications. It is useful for the software companies or programmers. PaaS is useful for PAS is useful for software company or programmers. You can purchase this application from the cloud service provider pay per use. These all things are pay as per use mode. Okay, backend is managed by the cloud providers. So end users don't worry about the managing of the infrastructure. This is the main thing, not bother about the infrastructure. Another thing is say, web application life supporting the web application life cycle and the things. Then let us check what are the advantages and disadvantages of a PAS. Advantages is simplified development, low risk, then pre-built business functionality is there, instant community and scalability as the advantages. Disadvantage is vendors locking. Vendors can lock the data and other things. We cannot share this data to other providers. Then data privacy. Data privacy is the another issue is there. Integration with the rest of the system application. Okay. Now we can to explain SAS. SAS. Excuse me. SAS, software as a service. SA is also known as on-demand software. We already discussed that all things are managed by the provider. We cannot bother about the structure, any structure or any infrastructure. Infrastructure means the server side, storing upgradations and other so many things. Service, this service provided by the, what are the services are provided by the SAS? Business service and document management, social network, mail services are the service provided by SAS. Business services like ERP, Enterprise Resource Management, CRM, customer relationship management, billing and scaling softwares, document managements, just like Google Drive, social network, Facebook, WhatsApp, other things are so many social networks. Another thing is mail service. These are the 4 things handled by the SAS. What are the advantages and disadvantages? SAS is easy to buy. Easy to buy. We can easily buy SAS. One to many. Less hardware requirement for SAS. Okay, time is low maintenance requirement of SAS. Then no client-side installation. No client-side installation and no physical, no special software or hardware version required. This is the major advantages, most advantages of the SAS. No software or hardware versions required and no client-side installations. Disadvantages is security and total dependency on the internet. The dependency on the internet is the main disadvantage of the cloud computing. Okay, switching between SAS vendor is difficult. Switching to another between the issues for the vendors. Okay, then the top cloud providers. This is the last topic. Top cloud providers. Top cloud providers is Google Cloud. Google Cloud is Google Clouds. Then Amazon Web Service, AWS, Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, VMware, and IBM Cloud and Cloud Platform and Alibaba. These are the top cloud providers in the current situation. Other providers is there. This is the top providers. Okay. Thank you for you. Okay. Let's just concluding our webinar on cloud computing. Cloud computing is a
Yes, sir.
new trend used by the business organization to outsource their IT infrastructure, databases, software upgrading like security to the services to third party, that is cloud providers. That way they can focus more on their business. I think this webinar will help you to know something about cloud computing. Let me conclude our session. Thank you again. Thank you, Sanjit sir and Bhupati sir,
Participants.
all participants. Thank you for your
Latif,
cooperation.
wait.
Thank you.
Yes.
Latif, wait few minutes, Latif.
Okay, sir.
Participants, do you have any doubts? Please ask him. Participants, if you have any doubt, please ask him. If you have any doubt about cloud computing, please ask him. Anybody having doubt, please ask him.
Yeah, I think there is no query, sir. Everyone has understood the topic clearly.
Okay. Okay, sir. If you have any queries, please mail me or message. I am already shown my mobile number and mail ID. You can mail me or send it. I will clear for your doubts. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We know very well clouding is a very vast area to cover with, but even starting from what, how, and benefit you had shared, very depth knowledge by your lecture. Thank you so much. So, joining hands with our CS department, I take this as a privilege for thanking you, thanking our respected Abdul Latif sir, assistant
Okay.
professor
Thank you.
from
Thank you.
Noble Women's College, Kerala.
Okay.
I also specially thank our HOD sir and Bhupati sir for organizing and all my colleagues for supporting this session to a most interesting one. And finally, I also thank my beloved students for being patiently listening and understanding the concept. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Latif. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.